I'm Ben Coates with Coates Homes. Welcome to my house. Tell us a little bit about commissioning art.
That's when a collector reaches out to an artist, and in our case, we would get together and look at your space and figure out what story you want to tell for this wall in your dining room. And I would listen and look around at the beautiful materials, and I just love your home so much. I love that you've incorporated wooden texture and concrete and organic feels with the beautiful plants and the black and white photography that you have. And then we would dream up what you want your story to be. How do you want this dining room to feel when you come home? We got together and picked out size, scale, color, subject matter. I love the palette that you chose. It's very natural and calming, and I feel like it sets such a great tone for the dining room when you walk in, yet still have a little bit of my contemporary flair, my brush strokes, my texture. But it was so neat to get to collaborate with you.
My wife and I are extremely excited every time we come into the dining room. This is the piece that we look at. I mean, this is what really makes us smile.
Oh, that's the most gratifying compliment. Thank you so much. I think working with collectors and creating a piece that tells your story is the most meaningful part of being an artist and commissioning.
When you're commissioning art, how does the pricing work and how does the timing work? A piece roughly like this, roughly a 60 by 70.
Yes.
It's a really large painting.
Right.
So normally that would be really expensive, out of the reach probably of most people. So help us understand that.
So I price my artwork by size and scale. And so we would take the dimensions, 60 by 70, and we would multiply it by a price point. A piece this size, I think was about $6,500, plus the framing. And then we would talk about delivery. If you had any special occasions or holidays that you were hosting for, we could certainly rush the piece for you. Yeah. Typically artists, they might have a wait list. I have a few months on my wait list, but I love to do several projects at one time. And so if you were to come and commission a piece, we could look at your calendar and we could talk about getting it done for you.
So in the terms of investment and how much you spend on art, are you spending more on art because of someone's classical training or their pedigree or where they went to school, or who's setting the market?
Oh, that's such a great question. The gallery could be setting the market. Publications like Artsy Magazine will go in and value artists and follow their careers, how they're doing in shows, in exhibitions certainly can have a play. I think intrinsically, if you care for the piece and you enjoy the story that the artist is sharing, then there's great value in that. And it's worth, I think, the investment. But because of social media and the wonderful phenomenon that is Instagram and Facebook, it's democratized the viewing and the purchasing of art. And so you don't have to go to a gallery, you don't have to work through an art dealer to find a piece that you love. And so some of my favorite collectors have found me through Instagram. And whether they've purchased reproductions or they've saved to commission a piece, they've been able to message me directly. And I love that connection. And it's really a neat way that social media has connected the art world.
So today, through social media and the internet,
Yeah.
people can just reach out to their favorite artists.
Absolutely.
Say, hey, I'm interested in having one of your pieces in my home.
Yes.
How do we move forward?
Exactly.